Listening to that report there, were Iranians right to have such great expectations for this landmark deal signed with world powers, or were the benefits a little bit overestimated?
I think the nuclear deal has worked in the sense that now Iran can export all its oil. So it has the mechanic effects on Iranian economy. Now the growth rate in 2016 was more than 6%. But that's true that, there are deep social issues in Iran, like unemployment, and Iran really needs a long period of growth to get out of these social issues. And that's true that the sanctions, U.S. sanctions, are threatening the European banks, and until now they have not dared to work with Iran.
I mean, we heard in that report, the reporter clearly saying, look, it's not the small businesses that are opening up that's going to help relaunch Iran's economy. It's the bigger deals, i.e. one that we saw recently, the gas deal with Total. What's it going to take before more companies head to Iran and start signing these type of high-profile deals with the country?
I think it has started. I think, as you said, the announcement of the investment from Total is a big step. So now, an investment of $5 billion in Iran gas field is a big step. So I think the confidence is coming. We had already an investment from Peugeot. We had an investment from Renault, which is still in Iran, which was already in Iran. So. But it's true that, Iranian economy was isolated for a long time. There are bureaucratic obstacles to foreign investment in Iran, and the biggest obstacle is the fear of, new U.S. sanctions and the banks. The big companies need the banks. But I think the fact that Total has invested in Iran can give more confidence. And I heard that other major energy companies, they want again to invest in Iran.
So we think that a deal like that with Total is likely to inspire other companies to put the fear aside, essentially, and go and invest more in Iran.
Yes, I think what I heard, I think Total was fearing, the main fear of Total was U.S. sanctions and the fact that the U.S. government could scrap, as you said, get out of the nuclear deal. I think now they have decided that it's not possible. They're going to stay with the deal, nuclear deal, the U.S. government. So I think Total said we can take the risk now of investing in Iran. And I think it's a big, big step, and other companies are listening. There is a huge interest in the Iranian market in France and in Europe. And I think announcements like that can be, a sign of more confidence in Iranian potential.
You touched on the US there, Mr. Colville. There was one accusation levelled at the US within the report which said that they're not necessarily playing by their side of the bargain as it was intended to 2 years ago when this was signed. What are your thoughts on that?
It is true and false. What is remarkable with the US sanctions, but they are not really sanctions, but the fact that there is a fear among European banks since the fine that BNP Paribas had to pay of around $9 billion. So since this experience, the European banks have a big fear, like working with Iran is going to get them a fine of this amplitude and getting having no more license to work in the U.S. market, which is not irreal for them. So this fear is, blocking any European banks of working in Iran. So it is true, and obviously with all these declarations from the U.S. government, they have done nothing to lessen this fear from European banks. So it can be said that it is true, but legally they have not done anything which say they are not respecting the deal. Anyway,
Mr. Colville, we've got time for just one more question. Sorry to interrupt you there.
Sorry.
The US, I mean, when President Donald Trump came to power, he described it as the worst deal ever. Just concretely, why would they decide then, if it's such a bad deal, why has America decided to let it lie for now at least?
I think everyone knows the answer. He said things that, he didn't think about it before. Everyone agrees that it's a good deal. So I think all the declarations, anti-Iranian declarations, are a strategy to hide the fact that they are respecting the deal and they will not get out. So, but what I wanted to say that if they impose more sanctions in Iran, that will become dangerous because on the Iranian side they can say, listen, we have respected the deal, and the deal was, okay, we we decrease the size of our nuclear program. In exchange, no more sanctions. If the U.S. votes more sanctions, the reaction from the Iranian side, especially the radicals in Iran, can be, why should we respect the deal if the U.S. does not?
OK, Mr. Colville, you're a specialist on Iran, speaking to France 24 today. Thanks for your time.